Oh yes, season 10, episode 2 of Doctor Who. I am really looking forward to this. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool episode. I'm just going to start watching it and let you know what I think afterwards. Here we go.
What do we do? Do I have to sit somewhere? Are there seatbelts? Like...
Well, you've done this before. This isn't your first trip.
Yeah, but it was proper this time. Oh, that's the mistake.
What is?
But you can't reach the controls from the seats. What's the point in that? Or do you have stretchy arms like Mr. Fantastic?
Oh, I stand. Like this.
You never thought of bringing the seats a bit closer?
No, not so far, no.
Where's the steering wheel?
Well, you don't steer the TARDIS. You negotiate with it. Still point between where you want to go and where you need to be. That's where she takes you.
How much did it cost?
Ah. No idea. I stole it.
Seriously? Why?
Well, actually, because I felt like it.
Oh, what if I steal it from you?
On you go then.
I don't know how it works.
I'd rather die.
Your oath, sir. You're not supposed to go off-world unless it's an emergency.
I'm not off-world.
Are you going off-world?
I'm going back to my office. Could you put the kettle on, please?
Why is she here?
Because she isn't anywhere else. Kettle.
I'm not making any for her. She could make her own. Not a slave for any human, I can assure you.
So, back up to your office for a cuppa then.
Between here and my office, before the kettle boils, is everything that ever happened or ever will. Make your choice.
What choice?
Past or future.
Future.
Why?
Why do you think? I want to see if he's happy. Smile, smile, smile. That's not even funny. No, it's not a joke. Mum is dead. Mum is dead. And Hopeful, she's dead too. And her friend Sunshine, she's dead. And Eliza. And quite a few other people are dead. Why are you saying this? You can't say things like that, grinning like an idiot. Smile, really. Try. If you don't...
I feel like I'm smiling because I've been told to smile. Smile, smile.
You're on 2 tears now. Is it hugging me? Don't run, laugh. Please. Give her a moment. You'll be happy in a moment. Why phone books?
That's yours.
Yeah, well, I get it's a cloaking device, but why keep it that shape? Why do you like it?
Who said I like it? Come along.
I like it.
This is one of the Earth's first colonies. A long time ago, a thing happened. As a result of the thing, I made a promise. As a result of the promise, I have to stay on Earth.
Guarding a vault.
Guarding a vault.
Well, you're not guarding a vault right now.
Yes, I am. I have a time machine. I can be back before we left.
But what if you get lost or stuck or something?
I've thought about that.
And?
Well, it would be a worry, so best not to dwell on it. Look at this building. Look at it. You know what I really like about humanity? It's optimism.
Oh, yours isn't blank. It's got a face on the back.
Yours too. Interesting.
It's never on the side that you're looking at.
What's it doing now? What face is it making?
I'm sort of puzzled. Me?
Say. Do you know what I think? I think this is some kind of a mood indicator.
But you're never allowed to see your own mood.
Makes sense.
Does it?
Well, seeing your own mood might affect your own mood. It's like a feedback loop, interfering with the information being collected. Like a scale weighing itself.
But who's collecting the data?
This is my cat, Rosie.
What do we do then?
Well,
You watching with me? Yeah.
Where's it gone?
Oh, it's on your back.
You asked me where all the people were, and I theorized that they hadn't got here yet. Did I sound convincing?
Yeah.
And did I convince myself?
No.
No. No. And I'll tell you why. Because there should be somebody here. There should be some kind of a set-up team. A skeleton crew.
Oh.
You're thinking? Tell me what you're thinking about.
A magic haddock.
Obviously.
We don't have answers, so let's put together two questions. What is the source of this mineral fertilizer? Where are all the people? Here.
If he's chasing us, he's moving very slowly.
Do you know what it means when something chases you very slowly?
What?
It means there's a reason that they don't have to run.
Why are you Scottish?
It's Scottish, I'm just cross.
Is that Scotland in space?
They're off the place, demanding independence from every planet of the land. But why are you here?
Because I figured out why you keep your box as a phone box.
I told you it's stuck.
Advice and assistance obtainable immediately. You like that?
No, I don't.
See, this is the point. You don't call the helpline because you are the helpline.
Don't sentimentalize me. I don't just fly around helping people out.
What are you doing right now?
I happen to be passing by, so I'm mucking in.
You never passed by in your life. You couldn't even leave me serving chips. So I'm not going to leave you.
You took your time. But I'll let this go. It's gonna sprint back. I want you to hold it tight while I jam it shut.
That's her.
This woman died. There's no sign of violence. So, you know, she just died the way that humans do. Then a few more people died, all at the same time, and then a lot more died just after. And then the rest. Dozens.
A virus? A virus that went... oh, viral?
Grief! Grief! Grief as plague! Do you know why I always win at chess? Because I have a secret move. I kick over the board. Here it comes. Once, long ago, a fisherman caught a magic haddock. The haddock offered the fisherman 3 wishes in return for his life. The fisherman said, "I'd like my son to come home from the war and 100 pieces of gold." The problem is, magic haddock, like robots, don't think like people. The fisherman's son came home from the war in a coffin, and the king sent 100 gold pieces in recognition of his heroic death. The fisherman had 1 wish left. What do you think he wished for? Some people say he should have wished for an infinite series of wishes, but if your city proves anything, it is that granting all your wishes is not a good idea.
It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. Actually, he doesn't even know who you are.
What happened? What have you done? In fact, the fisherman wished that he hadn't wished the first 2 wishes. There's no way you press the reset button.
Did you just... well, did we just... jumpstart a new civilization?
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Did you do this all the time?
Do what?
Fly around sorting things out like some kind of intergalactic policeman?
I don't sort things out. I'm definitely not a policeman.
Well, you live in a police box.
It's a pure coincidence.
Yeah, of course.
Back at the exact moment we left. Kettle's boiling, and with a vault to guard, and everything is exactly as we left it.
Wasn't snowing when we left?
Maybe I do need a steering wheel.
Where are we?
London. And this is the Thames.
Well, there we go. Smile, episode 2 of season 10. I'm trying to think how I felt about this episode. I liked it in general. I think the problem that I have, and perhaps the problem a lot of people that review the show and watch this show have, is that we expect it to always be spectacular. We want it to be incredibly good. And then you get an episode that is good, and it doesn't feel like it's living up to the expectations that you want it to live up to. I liked the concept of this episode. I found for the first 20 minutes or so, I was just smiling. My jaw was actually getting tired because I was smiling. I think that was really cool, and I think it was to do with the show implying that you had to keep smiling, and just watching that, you kind of kept smiling. And I think that worked really well on a subconscious level, or conscious level, I guess, because I was conscious that I was smiling. But not because I was choosing to smile. I just found I was smiling. So that was kind of cool. The idea of it being robots, or a sort of slave race becoming sentient or becoming aware of its position and then changing that position, I think was great. There's a lot of different ways that kind of story can be told. There's a lot of different ways that has been told. I'm not sure I liked the way it was resolved. It felt like there was a lot of good build-up, and it didn't quite... The payoff seemed to be rushed and given with a lot of just exposition, just talking. So yeah, I wasn't totally satisfied with the way it wrapped up. Another thing I was a little bit... It's not a concern or a disappointment, really. It's something that's happened before. Particularly with Amy. I found her sort of first major episode away from Earth. She seemed a little bit too familiar on that spaceship with the space whale in it. Too familiar with being in space. It wasn't like she was blown away and confused as any of us coming from Earth going to space in the future would be. I found they've done the same with Bill. She's a little bit too comfortable around it. Not as either scared or impressed by it. And both in the case of Amy and in the case of Bill, they seem to be almost too quick to figure out the solution. Not that you can't have a character twig and get that idea that will become the solution. It just felt out of place and too easy. Maybe that's the word. So as in season 5 of Doctor Who, Amy, settled in quite nicely. It was the first couple episodes of her traveling that I found the character was portrayed like that. Then she settled in no problem. So I'm hoping we settle in with Bill after this and get over that. So yeah, maybe that's one of the hardest jobs, is writing that second episode with the new companion, making sure you get that right. They did it well with Rose. She was good, the way they handled her first trip. But anyway, I don't really want to call those negatives, because I did enjoy the episode, but they are maybe slight weaknesses in this episode. So hey, I mean, every episode can't be the most amazing episode. I found recently I've been liking the more emotional episodes, and again, every episode can't be that. So you have to have these ones that are just, a fun adventure or a thoughtful adventure. So yeah, overall I liked it, and I'm looking forward to more. So hopefully you're enjoying it as well, and hopefully you're enjoying watching me watch. And I'll be back with the next episode, and I'll see you then. Thanks.